Fa la 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 la.
It's honestly, today is not Christmas, but you're watching this on Christmas. So in the
it's
future,
giving Christmas for you.
So this is, and I'll tell you about my Christmas present to myself.
Ooh.
I have a gigantic brand new hemorrhoid. So on top of my fissure, I have a hemorrhoid now that's new.
Oh!
It's very itchy. It looks like a marble in my asshole.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for the Hemi reveal.
Yeah.
La 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 la
It's really, unfortunately, very itchy. I don't know what's going on with my fucking asshole.
Oh, and it's itchy.
Yeah, it's itchy. They get itchy.
Oh, the Hemis get itchy, but the fissures are chill.
The fissure is fine. Fissure's been
Plump
there for
like a peach, but
yeah, the fissure's there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope someone's watching and listening to this over Christmas dinner.
I know. Merry Christmas, you guys. I hope that all of your hemorrhoids and fissures are enjoying this Christmas day.
Yeah. I hope they are too.
What do you think we're actually going to be doing on Christmas Day?
Well,
we know what you guys are doing. You're listening to this podcast.
And I know that's right. Around the Christmas tree with the family.
Oh, it's a perfect podcast for the family.
Oh my God. While you're around the Christmas tree with the family right now, fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Your
game
mom,
for the family.
Your dad.
If you're okay,
your
whoever
brother.
you're around right now, whoever you're around listening to this, if you're by yourself, well, I guess you can't play this game, but if you're with people.
Well, if you're
fuck,
by
marry,
yourself,
kill.
us. If you're by yourself, it's us.
If you're by yourself,
and comment it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Send in your Mary fuck kills.
Yeah, your fuck, marry, kills.
Or we want everybody to send us your fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Right now, send us your fuck, marry, kill.
Like of the three of us, who they'd fuck, marry, and kill.
Yeah, either comment it on
this is
YouTube.
Gonna be horrific. I wonder who's going to get killed
I feel like
the most.
all of our feelings are about to be so
Either comment it on
destroyed.
YouTube or comment it on the announcement post on Instagram. We want to hear your fuck, marry, kills.
We do.
For
We want
us
to hear.
We
Fuck,
honestly
marry,
do.
kills. Yeah. Who'd you fuck? Who'd you marry? Who'd you kill?
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And that's our gift to you.
And that's on Lee wearing the cutest yarmulke you've ever seen in your life, and him having a sweet menorah.
Don't show Kanye. He wouldn't like that.
Well, he's a black Jew, isn't he?
Kanye is not Jewish.
He's
He's
an
appropriating.
African Israelite.
Oh.
That's what he says.
And you heard that
He's a
here.
brethren.
My hemorrhoid is so itchy.
Gab, is it really new?
It's really new. I got it like yesterday.
Oh my God, wait, I was thinking about your fissure, and because it's the perfect size, we should put little googly eyes on it.
That's not a bad idea.
And then we could edit like a little Christmas card with a
Yeah.
Santa hat on it.
It's
Oh,
not
no.
big enough to put googly eyes
Oh
on.
no,
it is.
You guys,
Yeah, it
I
is.
hate to do this.
Stop. This is not a fart podcast. I hate this so much.
Owen jumped out.
Oh, did it jump out? This is, and then you wonder why
It
your
was-
ass is riddled.
Ew.
No, not PU. Your whole attitude is PU. Your whole being.
Your
But
ass is
you
riddled
wonder
with
why your
that
ass-
one jumped out.
trauma.
Your butthole is a graveyard for like medical anomalies because you keep pushing out forced fecal matter
Lee said
from
this
your
is not a
butthole.
fart podcast.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of is.
Well, this podcast does
It
stink.
is.
So
you did see that somebody commented on our YouTube today saying, I'm here for Gabby's farts.
Well, that's because like the weird, demented, like mentally ills come on here.
It's true. I was actually impressed by how many people are like weirdly into it.
Of
Oh, you were
course.
impressed by that.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Color me impressed.
No, because you want to know what it's giving. If anyone's like, I like when she farts, you're giving cuck,
yeah.
which to an extent I'm chill with, but have an ounce of self-respect.
Or are they giving just real? Or are they just giving real?
No. Well, it's not real because you're pushing it out. It's not an authentic.
Do you
fart.
think that we have been socially conditioned?
I think
No.
that you no, Gabby,
Do you
no,
think
we
that
don't.
farts
We don't think that.
Are unacceptable?
I think you were raised in a barn, and I think that you need to. Oh my God! Wait. Speaking of a barn.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
speaking of a barn.
Speaking of the barn, Lee, I got something for you to cut up and
I
put in here.
wonder, Lee, if you have seen this. So Honk saw this for the first time a couple nights
For
ago.
the first time, I gotta pull it up.
I'm
I saw
nervous.
this for the first time when I was about 15.
Should I pull it up here, or will it get us?
It's a
I'm gonna
couple that
airdrop
fucks
it
their
to you.
miniature horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did you ever see that one?
I'm gonna actually
I have
amend
not.
that, Gabby, because you actually just no, it's not just a miniature horse. It's about a miniature horse that gets tag teamed by a married couple, yes. But it's much more than that. It's also about a man who legally marries a donkey
Okay.
named Pixel, obviously. And he does fuck it.
Okay.
And then also
No!
there's also a married woman who started having an affair on her husband with their golden retriever.
No!
he suspected something was up, so he castrated the dog.
No!
She had the dog. Then she stopped having the dog enter her, so then she just had the dog eat her out.
No. This is so fucking sick.
It's giving
so
close-minded PU.
I
And then
cannot with the animal stuff.
and then he said, if you keep it up, I'm going to have the dog euthanized. She said, well, I can't be with someone who doesn't respect my relationship. She divorces her husband and now just lives with the dog, and the dog like is intimate with her. So she's molesting the dog. And then there's this other guy.
Is that what that meme is, where it's like us before and then us after, and it's just the guy's gone and it's the Christmas tree?
I don't know what God's green hell you're talking about.
Somebody does, but never mind.
Whoa, I hate this so much. I hate it. I can't with the animal stuff.
So
I don't need to see it. I really don't need to see it.
Well, you don't see the actual porn.
You didn't? They didn't play the physical interview?
No, I've never heard of any of this.
It's horrific.
Well, wait.
No, don't worry. It ruined me.
Riding a little pony cart around near his grandparents' farm. And at the end of the ride, to take proper care of the equipment and the pony, he handed me a brush and a comb and told me to wipe the horse down, comb her, and brush her.
No.
I got around toward the back end of that little pony, and she had her tail up in the air.
No.
And
okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, no, I can't.
It's gonna get us in trouble. Is it copyrighted?
Girl pussy, pony pussy.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. No, don't. See, that's like pure evil. I can't. That's where I draw the line.
And the tone of his voice.
This pony pussy.
No.
Wait. And then I'm just gonna play one last little clip. This one's not as badly. You're gonna.
See, I don't care about us talking about Lee fucking babies.
Stop.
Oh my God.
It's Christmas.
It is Christmas.
It's Christmas.
But the donkey thing, come on, man. Don't do it.
Not this.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the couple. And this music. This music has haunted me my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I saw this. I literally saw this when I was like 15.
Technically a virgin until I was 29 years old. I was a zoophile up until then, and I just basically didn't have much interest in other members of my own species as far as life bond.
A zoophile.
No.
But
they met on a Reddit.
No.
We clicked.
No.
No, this is like rotting my brain. I can't. No, not Woolway. It doesn't get better.
After I met her, we were meant to be together.
No.
Oh, right. Fuck, I accidentally skipped it. But here's the thing.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, so they met. So on their very first date, she takes him out to her barn, and she was showing him the miniature horse. And then a miniature horse started masturbating by slapping his male organ on his chest. His monster dong. The horse was mini, but the dick wasn't. And then so then she said she quote unquote couldn't resist. And in front of her date, and keep in mind they were meeting for the first time, she begins to. She gives oral sex to the miniature horse, and then she said one thing led to another, and next thing I knew my pants were down, and then she is receiving the horse, and then the guy's watching, and he said, and that's just the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Imagine that on a first date.
And that's on a first date, and then now they're married.
You call the police immediately.
Oh my God, you would call the fucking cops.
But I guess they did meet on some weird Reddit where this was what
and they're called zoophiles. And here's the thing.
Jail immediately.
So I found out about this because Janine just did this
This is where I believe in the death penalty. I do not believe in the death penalty, but for these kinds of people I do.
Jesus.
Well, it's the same. Okay, so we talked about it, and we think it's like the same as like molesting a child because like you cannot consent, and all these people. So it's an hour-long documentary.
Somehow worse to me.
It's somehow fucking worse.
There's somehow something darker about wanting to fuck animals. There's something that's so profoundly disgusting. I mean, obviously. Baby, it's horrific, but it's your same species.
Well, okay.
But there's something about wanting to fuck something that's not even of your own kind that's like
so perverse.
That can't fight back. That
and they all talk about it. All of them are like, well, you know, especially like the guy who we just played who's like, hey, I saw this pony pussy in there, I just couldn't resist.
It's like, no.
Pussy.
I know.
It's
you got a new little nickname.
Twisted.
But he talks about, he's like, I failed with women. And then even that guy, he was like, yeah, I was a virgin until I was 29. It's like, it's giving incel. Yeah. And then.
Go fuck a stuffed animal. Go fuck a stuffed fucking horse toy.
Literally.
Pay a fucking sex worker.
Pay a sex worker.
Yeah.
But these people are so deranged. Also, if anybody ever wants to fucking circle back around one day and cancel us and you want to go back to, I'm not saying it's okay to fuck kids. Okay. Like, no, but there's something
Wait,
even.
nobody said this.
I know, but I get so afraid. You know, whatever.
Gabby, why are you getting so defensive
I
about
know.
the kids?
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, just because you like.
Wait a minute, Gab.
Okay, there's just
Huh.
something so profoundly dark
La, 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 la.
about the animal thing.
La,
It's
la,
so fucked.
Okay, so Janine did this alt show where it's like basically you had to go and do like
Ugh.
a I don't know, but it's like it was an alt show, whatever. And they played like a clip of this. I'd never seen this video before, and I was texting y'all like, "What the hell is this?" And they only played it for like a second, and then like they did a song about it, whatever. But anyways, I was like, Janine, you need to find this fucking video, and she gets it, and it's an hour-long documentary. And there's this doctor in the doc, and he was like, these people are not zoophiles, they're predators. This is not normal, this is not a real thing. And it's just so funny because they're all like, no, it's called zoophilia and that's just what it is and what it isn't. And then he's like, no, you're all mentally ill. Then he's just so funny because he's clearly the only one with common sense, and he's like, no, this is what is the, and like you can just tell he's so annoyed that he even has to, he's like, this is bad. And it's so funny.
It's so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not a thing. It's not a thing. You're fucked up.
And then the thing that makes that documentary for me is it's not made by an American person. It's made by like a British person. So it's so funny that like some
like
English
Louis
person came over and
Theroux.
be like, oh, you guys you're bloody crazy over here, isn't it? Like it's just so deeply upsetting.
And of course they're Americans. Have you ever watched Louis Theroux? He's the best.
No.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
Do you know who Louis Theroux is?
No.
Oh, I urge all of you to go watch Louis Theroux. He does documentary. He does like the crazy. He's an English guy. And the way that he interviews people is profound. He goes
I want to watch.
what you would love.
Okay.
Because it's like the shit that he goes to like KKK rallies, and he goes to these places and interviews these people in a way that like
gets them to open up.
Yes, but it's like you listen to, he doesn't get riled up. And I always like think about when I watch him, I'm always like, how are you not getting fucking riled up right now? And he's just like, so you really think it's okay to believe that black people shouldn't have rights? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, all right, well, you know, that's an interesting take. It's an interesting take.
He has patience.
He has patience. And he's just like, it's interesting. Why do you think that is?
Because he's just trying to get more information.
Right.
He's trying to, like, get to
Whereas
the bottom
like you
of
and I
it.
would be like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yes, I got riled up.
That's what
But
we were
fuck you, bitch. And it's like, he's like, okay, it's
That's what we were
interesting.
talking about with this guy who did this documentary, because he like the things that these people are confessing are illegal.
Heinous.
I mean, well, at the time, like I think they're all like in like Missouri and Kansas and shit.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it wasn't illegal at the time. Like this guy legally married the pony Pixel.
Okay.
Legally.
What I think is that
And they're just opening up about
the
these heinous
pony
things.
guy needs to
He needs to open his eyes because the whole interview he's closing them. It's like, hello.
well, he needs to find a girl that thinks she's a pony. Well, you know those
Like,
people
Yes,
who
like
run
the pony
around?
girls. Yes.
Yeah, that run around and do like the
Oh my
the
God, like
crossbreed
Mice
yeah.
and stuff.
Fiction.
Yeah, the pony girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that have their teeth removed so they can wear like
Oh
the,
my
the
heavens.
pony
The
braces.
bites. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, there's your solution. Go fuck a girl that thinks she's a pony.
Yeah. But you want to know what's darkly beautiful about this? That there's someone for everyone. So Lee, don't get discouraged because
So what you're saying, what you
That's a
mean
Christmas
there's someone
miracle.
for everyone.
it's a Christmas and a Hanukkah.
Hold on. There's someone for everyone, meaning there's like a pony for someone?
Well, look at
There's a
Pixel and Randy or
there's
whatever.
a pony girl for a pony fucker.
No, a pony girl, but you're saying
Well,
there's
you
someone
guys are
for
kind of
everyone?
like skimming over because there's something I didn't tell you. There's something I didn't tell you. So that guy, I think his name's Randy. I'm just going to call him Randy. Fuck it. But close-eyed Randy, he was in love originally with Cherry, also a donkey. But then she passed away. He buried her. He gave her a nice burial. Had to move houses, and he found love again with another donkey. And that's on having a type.
Oh, prison! These people need to go to prison!
You mean he bought
Gabby, he
another
feeds
donkey?
her tamales.
It's a death sentence.
It's
So,
a
okay.
love story.
So if you were a better person than I am, you would, and you wanted to delve deeper into this, you'd ask a question along the lines of like, well, one would say he's taking very good care of this animal and it seems to love him. So what's the issue?
I mean, is it popping it for him? You know, is it like
Jesus fucking
popping
Christ,
it
Lee.
out? Like
They do that. Yes, like this miniature horse, when it sees them, it gets all excited and starts masturbating because it knows it's about to get fucked.
Well, also, I mean, like,
right? So it's like,
well, okay. Can I just say one thing? Also, if you're in this is like, okay. If you are getting molested, your body can still get. Okay, why do we?
Are we okay? Is this gonna be okay to put on YouTube?
Fa la la
I mean,
la la.
they won't monetize us, so fuck them.
Yeah, honestly, and I know
Okay,
that's fucking
so we can't
right.
put this on there though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but here's the thing. Just so you guys know, just in case you want to go watch this treat, it's called Animal Passions.
God, animal passions.
And the channel that uploaded it is Anti-Zoophilia.
I mean, I guess if this can be on YouTube, so can us talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, these people are talking
100%.
about getting railed
And
by.
did you
a
guys
freaking
see I married
pony.
the Eiffel Tower? There's another wild one.
No, what's
No.
That
that?
was another. I don't know why the fuck my childhood was littered with all of this disgusting shit. This is
Oh.
why I am the way I am.
Oh
by
yeah,
the way.
and there's no going back. The cake is baked.
No, it is. It is fully baked. And I realized because
And
for
look
some
on Animal
reason,
Passions.
for me, the time that we were teenagers when YouTube was popping, and for some reason, I ended up immediately on the dark side of all of this.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately, all of my friends. I don't know. Everybody was
See,
just
I'm
like,
like just old enough and found drugs young enough to where like I missed it.
you did, yeah.
Yeah.
No, see, I.
What about the video of the man screaming at his cats? Like he would follow his cats around, going like, "No, hey, you fucking bitch!" Like just like recording. It's such a horrific video.
No.
And I would get these videos, and I'm like, "What is happening?"
No, I can't with the
Two
animal
girls, one
stuff.
cup. Like yeah, all
I
that
don't know,
stuff.
one guy, one jar.
Yeah.
The horse one, Mr. Hands. I mean, that's that's my youth, dude.
Yeah.
Mr. Hands is the one where the guy gets fucked by a horse, then he dies. One guy, one jars, where he shoves a mason jar up his asshole, it
And then
breaks
it
inside of his asshole, and
starts
then you see the
bleeding.
glass
I
and the
never-
blood fall out.
I didn't
Two
see
girls, one cup.
either of those. I saw 2 girls, 1 cup. I
Pain,
didn't see-
yeah, so you got the
Oh,
Pain Olympics where
what-
they would crush their balls on camera.
So I saw Pain Olympics. The
You
one
did.
thing that really fucked me up
Mhm.
was Faces of Death.
Yeah, rotten.com, all of it.
Yeah, Faces of Death really got me. The guy at
Horrible.
the guy at the podium when he shoots himself at the podium.
Oh.
Yeah,
That
love
scarred
it,
me.
love it. Saw all of this at the
Well, also 'cause,
ripe
like
age of
Jackass
14.
was like I think kind of coming
15.
around too, and so people were like, "Oh," and it's like okay.
Yeah, right. And this is the
Hence
stuff that
Gabby.
raised me.
Yeah.
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 And I try to make a joke about this. It's like that, like you would always see this stuff at the friend's house who had divorced parents because they had the computer and they'd be like, my dad's not here. You guys want to come? My dad just left. You want to come watch the Pain Olympics? And we'd all be like, yeah, sure. And then a bunch of 14-year-olds are sitting around a computer watching a guy chop his own dick off with a butter knife, and you're just like,
And you're like, that's determination, and that's God's will. And if he leads you to it, he'll lead you through it.
it's so it corrupted my fucking mind. But
Merry Christmas.
Merry
There
Christmas.
was this guy in my.
Merry motherfucking Christmas.
There are these. Okay, if anyone from my high school listens to this, please let me know if you remember the story. But or these people. But it was senior year.
So
They were trying to make a video like this, and he had his girlfriend defecate on his chest, and then
Mhm.
she smears it around, and then she writes their initials on his chest, and they film it, and then it got sent around to everyone at school, and then they both got suspended.
I mean, who was that for?
I mean,
I
for
wonder-
me,
I
no,
wonder
I don't
where they're
know.
now, which is a perfect segue into our topic today, which is class clowns and weird kids.
Mhm. I like
Um,
this one.
I know it's
Yeah,
a good
it's
one.
fun.
Do you guys know what category did you fall into any of these? Were you a class clown? Were you a weird kid?
I think it depends on on who you ask.
I mean,
Lee,
you
you're
never
giving weird.
got that you were the weird kid. You never.
No, I don't think I was the weird kid. I
Lee-
definitely wasn't the weird kid. I
Yeah.
was.
You
I
didn't
was,
have like the ferret tail.
No, I was like a
the
little. I was
foxtail,
like a
whatever.
Oh my
shitty
god,
little
that just
punk
triggered a
ringleader.
core memory.
Go ahead. Go
Oh
for
my
it.
god. So there's there was this girl. I know my friend Bryce listens to this. Bryce, you're gonna shit yourself because I know you remember this story, motherfucker. There was this girl that we went to high school with. She was so weird. She was a couple years older than us. And she carried around one of those monkeys. You know the monkeys that you could they would Velcro the arms and the legs together?
Yes.
She had one of those always attached to her leg or her arm. And she was like a weird horse girl, and she always had this fucking Velcro monkey on her. And she took her yearbook picture with this fucking Velcro monkey. And we all, shitty fucking kids, we all made fun of this monkey girl. And in retrospect, horrible. But kids don't, kids are fucking demons. We all had this inside joke about her and made fun of her.
Okay, it's giving bully.
It's so
giving
bully. We
dragon-
didn't make fun of her to her face, of course not. But we made fun of her in our group together.
Yeah.
So shitty. Anyway, I remember we wrote in Bryce's yearbook about her, you know, or like we like circled her picture and was like, ha ha ha, weird monkey girl, some shit, making fun of her. Somehow, and I don't know how or why, this girl ended up coming over to Bryce's house a couple within that year for some fucking reason. I don't know who became friends with her.
Smoke weed or something.
I don't know why she was there.
Yeah.
None of us were friends with her. Don't know why she ended up there. I don't know. God's plan, I guess. She ends up at Bryce's house and going through this yearbook and finding
Oh no.
where we were like making fun of her. And she's like, oh. And I remember all of us just sitting in Bryce's room like, we were all just,
That's
you know,
bone
like
chilling.
bone chilling. And we're all just like gripping our fucking seats, being like, oh yeah, oh yeah, so oops. And I don't remember how the rest of it unfolded, but I remember being like one of the most bone chilling moments.
Yeah, you probably like blacked it out because it's so fucking
and I just remember
embarrassing.
all of us like sitting there like sweating, and for some reason she saw it. Anyway, that was the monkey girl. And Bryce, if you remember that, I know you will, please text me so we can unpack and I can read it on the next episode, because I know
Literally
you remember that
obsessed.
motherfucker.
Now, were you going for laughs when you were in school? Were you aware of like being funny at all?
I don't honestly know. I mean, I was always like funny, but not. I don't think I like.
Funny with like your friends.
Yeah, but I was definitely not like a class clown by any means. I was very
You weren't
shy.
like looking for attention.
No, I was very shy in class.
See, I was definitely looking for attention.
Were you?
Yeah,
You were like acting out and.
yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
I never did that. I remember like the most troubled kids being like the biggest class clowns. Those are the kids who are probably getting abused at home. Not to laugh at that, but like.
But we thank you for your service.
We do thank you for your
So
service.
were you looking for attention in school?
Okay, so I
Did you?
Ever
You
since-
struck me as drama.
huh?
Did you do drama at all?
I didn't do drama, actually. I was way too shy for that. However, so something happened in high school where I was always like quiet. Like I would be funny with like my little core group of friends, but not
Right.
outwardly so.
Right.
But what I would do, I've always like, usually you associate being shy with being like a good kid, but like I was very mischievous and rambunctious. And so like what I would do is I would like kind of like I would get on my like director shit, and so I'd like come up with like a chaotic plan. I'm like, okay, like when the sub comes, like, you know, we should do this or that. And so, but then I would like low key float a plan out, and then like have people do it. And then if someone got in trouble, I'm like, oh, it's crazy, that's weird, but like it wouldn't be me. But then anyway, so I was always really quiet and shy. I dropped out of high school when I was starting my junior year, and then my mom was like, oh, hey, guess what? You don't get to just drop out. So then I did online school. Being at home alone with my mom was a bit of a dark time for me. So anyways, we stopped doing online school, sent me back to regular high school. And by that point, I was just kind of like, I feel like all bets were off. I just didn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
And I just already knew I was going to move out of North Carolina. So I'm like, I'm just going to let the real personality out. And then that's, I think, when I got more outgoing and I started being like a little bit more rambunctious. Like, okay, so I grew up in the South. And so, you know, they would always like, they were really strict on dress codes for the girls, and they were sending so many girls home. So then I orchestrated this thing called Bikini Day, and I was like, well, they can't send us all home. And so I was like, we're all going to fucking show up looking like hoes. And then I would always get like in school suspension and shit. And then I didn't end up getting to do it. But
Did
yeah,
anybody
so
actually
like
show up in
I
bikinis?
would do no, but I was like they couldn't handle all those itty bitty girl titties. But so I don't think that's like class. I think that's like kind of like a class like menace. I think I became like the Joker of my high school, but like.
No, I feel like
there was
that
definitely
falls into that category.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like my senior year, I definitely was wild. And then like this one guy, you know, his dad did kill himself. And so he definitely had a villain arc after that. So I'm just gonna, you know.
What a funny bit.
I know. But anyway, so he became a huge bully. And I remember one time he was bullying one of my friends. And and then I like walked up to him. I was like feeling like kind of manic. And I was like, what the fuck did you say? In the hallway. And then he ran into the boys' bathroom. And then I followed him into the boys' bathroom and I started screaming at him. And then I got in trouble. And then not that kid for being mean to the other one. So I was just very like rowdy, I think.
Okay. I was not rowdy. But I do remember, God, it's just like the groups of kids. There was always like groups of kids. There was like the weird group of like goth kids.
Yeah.
That like wore just like that all look like Columbine kids, you know, like that
Yeah.
had would wear like the black trench coats.
See,
Oh
some
my
of those
God.
kids were my friends.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some of those kids were my
For
friends,
some
for
reason,
sure.
I'm so not surprised by that.
I like wasn't popular, but like I like was like friends
Yeah.
with some of those kids. I was like friends with like a little bit of everybody. Like
Yeah.
I like towards the end of high school.
Yeah, I was definitely not popular, but I was like in a group of friends that like everybody was like okay with.
Yeah.
Like my small group of like white friends.
Yeah, that's how we were too. Like everybody was kind of because we had the houses you could party at, and
Okay.
so people wanted to party.
Were y'all's high schools big?
Huge.
Yeah, mine was like over
Oceanside was-
3,000, I think.
Yeah, Oceanside was huge. He had huge. I think we had like I think 800 kids in my senior year, and I think 300 of them graduated.
Okay, go off.
Yeah, we don't have a great fucking track record for. I mean, I shouldn't have graduated. I don't know how I did. Snuck through them cracks.
Honestly, I barely graduated.
Yeah.
It's like giving 2 point something.
Do you
but
guys remember? Yeah, I think I graduated literally with a 1.45.
oh my God, cute.
Yeah.
I had a tiny high school. I had about 1,500 kids in the whole school.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, so it's giving small town.
Yeah.
Wait, I just
ours
remembered
was
this
huge.
weird kid. He was so sweet. He was so incredibly sweet, and he was from Peru. And I would get like lunch detention with him occasionally, and so like we'd had to like sit at this table in front of the whole cafeteria together. And he was really nice, but God bless him, he would do this haunted thing where he would bite into bananas and oranges and other things and lemons sometimes like they were apples.
No,
and he would
it's so
just eat
haunted.
them like that, and he would eat them whole, like
It's so
even like the tip
haunted.
of the banana.
That's attention.
It
It
was
is.
so uncomfortable.
I remember, yeah, because Jackass was such a big thing when we were in like middle school, high school. I remember like my first boyfriend, this guy Dario. I was in the
Okay,
8th grade. I
Dario.
know Dario. Was I must have been 7th grade. He was 8th grade. We love it. He was grooming me, and he was like a class clown. I remember he brought like a Playboy or Penthouse or something to school and took out all the pages and was like running across the fucking field, throwing out, the pages of the Penthouse all over the
That's
field.
so funny.
And you see the teachers like running around trying to collect them. I remember there were like the kid, I think he was like in the group of kids that like, there was always the dorky kids that had the rolly backpacks and they would go up behind them and kick the rolly backpacks. It's so mean.
It's so fucking
It's
mean.
so fucking mean.
Oh my God. So the way that kids would bully,
Horrible.
sometimes like I'm like, it's amazing to me that the kids that were getting bullied didn't kill themselves.
No, it's true.
And I also, it's obviously so sad, but like you do see how kids can kill themselves with the way that they get, especially
100%.
now that it's like online.
Mean.
Oh my God. This group of guys pushed this girl who was like very large. They pushed her down. It was raining and she got all muddy. And they're like, oh, look at the pig rolling in the mud.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
That's
You've
horrific.
said, yeah, I remember you've said this story before.
Yeah.
That's so
it's
fucked
crazy.
up.
It literally was so fucking awful. And then again, they didn't get in
It was
trouble. And
horrible.
then I got in trouble for fucking standing up for her.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
you were there.
it really, what the fuck was going on?
It's because everybody was jealous of your fucking honking tip.
They said, we need to keep these fucking, okay, I'm done.
No, it's so fuck God. I remember there was this one girl, Emily. There was this group of kids. The Ruthless Rats. I can't.
Okay, no, not the name.
No,
not the
they were
name.
by the Ruthless Rats.
Not the
There was
Ruthless
this
Rats.
Fucking dirty group of like skater kids that like, of course, their parents were, I don't even know, all in jail. Fat CJ, I can't with him. I know it's like not okay to call people that, but whatever. That's what people called him. He was Fat
If it's
CJ.
your nickname,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
if he's famous for it.
Yeah, and I think he's in jail now. Who knows what happened to him? I'm not surprised by that whatsoever. They were awful. These kids like fucking I like hung out with them, but they were awful. They were all like predators at a young age, like, bragging about how like they'd get girls really fucked up and like finger
Ew.
them and shit. I think they're the kids I grew up with. And what was I saying? I remember like this kid, oh, Emily, this kid, the Ruthless Rats, this like new girl, Emily, she was like punk, and didn't really have any friends, but she wanted to fit in. And I remember one of the kids, Bradley, like, I think it was Bradley, I don't know. He threw up into a water bottle and Emily drank it at recess. She's drinking his fucking puke out of a water bottle. All the dudes think it's so cool, sick. I remember this kid, Sheridan. I think he's also dead now. God, so many of them are dead.
Oceanside, baby.
I know, fucking Oceanside. This kid Sheridan, I remember him like laying out on the concrete at recess and putting hot Cheetos all over his body, waiting for the seagulls to come and eat them off of him.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. I'm sure some of my friends remember that.
Oh my god.
All right, let's get into stories.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
sounds good.
Okay, let's get into fucking
I
stories.
think I start this.
No, you started last.
Oh, I did?
week,
Okay, then
I
take it away,
think.
Bunky.
Okay. When I was growing up, I went to a school with this kid. I'll call him Matt Smith. Sounds like his real name. Since everyone in my Catholic school had biblical names, this kid got a first name, last name title because of how infamous he became. Oh, okay. So he
Okay.
became Matt Smith. First of all, this kid's face was...
Oh no. No.
First of all, this kid's face was like stretched and deformed looking.
Oh.
He was shaped like Quasimodo and walked with a weird limp. Not you laughing.
Oh.
I learned
No, not the weird.
when I was in middle school that his features and behavior were textbook fetal alcohol syndrome symptoms.
Okay, not your friend texting you about that the other day.
Oh, Jen, my friend Jen, who also listens to this podcast, you texted me some funny shit about
On the
fetal alcohol
Patreon
syndrome.
last
Yeah, we
week.
were recording Patreon.
Yeah.
I didn't respond to you, girl, but I'll get back to it after this. She's asked a really funny question about fetal alcohol syndrome. Anyway, okay, so textbook fetal alcohol syndrome symptoms, and you can bet that information spread like wildfire. So mean.
Oh my god.
This kid permanently spoke in your EUE voice at all times.
No.
Like how? What does that sound like?
That's it.
Huh. Voice at all times. He would repeat weird random words and phrases all the time, like ladybug.
Ladybug.
He would hobble, run through the hallways.
Hobble.
Yeah.
Okay, this person is a wordsmith. I'm dead.
Okay.
Stop.
Oh, fuck. So he would hobble, run through the hallways, always yelling this shit and blowing on people. It's giving your Uncle Rick. And yelling. Okay, I have to take out my fake nose ring because it's running all over my face. Okay. Okay.
Not it's giving.
He would he would hobble, run through the hallways, yelling this shit and blowing on people and tapping them on the shoulders and head with his little knobby fingers like a scary little fairy. Not a scary little fairy. He's just knocking on people.
He's just trying to.
He's just trying to connect.
Let him be.
But most of all, Matt Smith was known for publicly masturbating in class. Okay. So
Matt
I don't feel so
Smith-
fucking bad for him.
Matt Smith needs to go on Animal Passions. That's what it's giving.
Publicly masturbating in class. No.
But
Smith.
so, you just have to.
In the halls.
You just got
Okay, so he's masturbating in class, in the halls, bathrooms, and all the while making weird ew sounding noises.
Okay, Matt Smith is a pimp.
Matt
It's
Smith is
fun.
hilarious.
Matt Smith is a comedy fucking goldmine.
Matt Smith is kind of giving Big J Okerson vibes.
Matt Smith needs to get my number.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I had heard of this. Okay, so I had heard of this masturbating rumor forever, but never saw it until sophomore year.
No. God damn it.
But never saw it until sophomore year when everyone was leaving lunch, walking down this hallway by the nurse's office to where
Oh.
this set of side. Oh my God, sorry. Walking down this hallway by the nurse's office to where there was a set of side stairs. I look down and I see this little knob goblin sitting on the floor, slunched against the wall, feet down, knees up, with his hand on his little khaki Catholic uniform shorts, furiously rubbing his crotch with what I'm pretty sure was his flat palm, making that creepy little.
Not so he's like
So he's sitting down
palming-
like this, going like, rubbing his, rubbing his penis. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's masturbating outside. Going, it was an out of body experience, and it sometimes is what I think of when you bonks make that noise.
Oh, Matt Smith.
Not
Matt.
Matt.
Okay, not us going full Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Also, Matt Smith.
And from here on
that's
out,
the
it's called the
actor-
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith is the actor in House Targaryen.
Is he?
And the Dragon Tales, yeah.
Okay.
House-
Dragon Tail?
And House of Drags.
Wait, you guys, there's a full. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt
maybe
Smith.
this is Matt
It's
Smith.
Doctor Who.
Anyway, I heard he is openly gay now and aggressively Facebook messages old classmates of ours and says creepy shit to them. I honestly don't know how he's a fully functioning adult. I really assumed he'd just like continue to hunch over and melt into one of the walls or something.
Oh my God.
Because that's a thing. Okay, I wish I could say his real name, but Matt Smith, your life is sad, and thinking about you creeps me the fuck out. Okay, well, Matt Smith didn't choose to be born this way.
And you want to know what? Maybe you should go full ooh-wee and give it a try because it sounds like Matt's having some fun.
You know what? Poor Matt
You
Smith
boring
wasn't
ass
given.
bitch.
Okay.
Where Matt Smith stands
Poor-
now.
Yeah, we're fucking
No, Matt Smith is a predator, but poor Matt Smith wasn't
No.
given a chance in this damn world.
But I'm sorry, anyone that ooh-wees is all right with me.
Oh my God. I love you guys so much. Harper, you've been A1 since day one. I'm sorry for bringing you to sketchy bars when we were both underage. Oh, you know this person.
Sketchy bars when we were both.
I love her writing. I'm
know who
in
this
love
is?
with her writing.
You know who this is?
Oh! I love her. We can say her name, Marie. Yes,
Are we allowed to say her name?
Yeah, we can say her name.
I guess,
Okay.
I don't know. The story has nothing to do
I think
with
she
her.
told me we can.
Okay. Well, she
Merry
didn't say that-
Christmas, girl. Okay, no, this girl is an icon in my life. She
Is
helped,
she?
She literally. I am the way that I am today because of this girl. She literally, and maybe that's good and
Oh,
bad.
that's sweet.
But no, no, it really is sweet. No,
Yeah.
Is she from North Carolina?
She's an icon. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. So she's a few years older than me, or maybe like a year older than
So
me.
maybe you've crossed paths with Matt Smith.
Maybe I have, low key. But she went to a rich person high school. I went to the public school. But
Oh,
she,
okay.
but we met at, we worked together. We were lifeguards together for a couple summers.
Oh, you've
And the
talked
first
about
time
her.
I ever drank was at her house. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. No, she's so fun, and she was like a big sister to me, and
Cute.
stayed in touch with her, and I still like love her and her little brother. Yeah. No, she's an icon.
Okay, thanks, Miss
And
Thing.
she can write. She can paint a picture.
Well, she's a teacher. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay.
she
she is?
Yeah, no, and Marie is extremely creative, like an amazing musician, really intelligent.
said-
Like,
She said, I was thinking you would just melt into the wall,
Yeah,
slouch over and melt into the walls. I think real quick, I think that's the thing that we forget is that like people like these people like grow up to be people and don't just disappear into like nothingness, you know? Like
Just
they
evaporate.
yeah, they like continue to be adults unless they die like everybody I grew up with. But
Oh,
other than
God.
that-
So funny.
I love that she wrote
That's
it.
so
Okay,
funny.
that is really, that's a sweet treat. Can I just say one thing?
Oh,
The
yeah.
one time I got mono was with her. I lied to my parents, and my two friends came and snuck me out of my house. We go down to South Carolina where she was in college, and we were like partying with her frat bros like the whole weekend. And then we went out, and then pretty sure we did like a pass back with like a fake ID that looked nothing like me. And I'm like, okay. And then I was drinking out of a cup that this frat bro was drinking out of. Like we didn't even kiss. And then I got mono from him. And then my mom was so fucking mad. And she thought I was a quote unquote slut, but I was quote unquote actually just really fun. But anyway,
Okay.
Marie's really pretty much one of the best people I've ever met in my life, but doesn't matter.
Cute. Love that.
Okay. Honk. All right. Let's see. Don't worry, guys. I didn't read any of these stories beforehand, so we're kind of just going in blind. Hey, Honks and Possum King Lee. Wow. The brand is strongly.
It sure is.
Wow.
Stick with the bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a quick little one. I'm a graphic designer, and while I was in school, we had to learn how to code. Fucking ew. I don't know if y'all have ever coded. We haven't. Or tried to learn how to code, but it fucking sucks. Huge dick.
It's giving Elon Musk.
Okay, well, it's giving you literally work in tech and you're literally rich. One day, the imposter syndrome set in, and I was just over it. I knew I could be a great designer, but I needed to code enough to pass my class. I was in second year. I was failing majorly. I got into I got into the shame spiral of not understanding and not going to classes because I just didn't get it. I went back for the first time in 5 weeks and vowed to learn. That quickly went to shit, so I started Googling side hustles. Turns out that you can sell your own shit. Not in a sexual... Oh, she's talking like feces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's talking like feces. Go on.
I didn't know. Okay.
Go on.
Okay, turns out you can sell your own shit. Not in a sexual way for people with shit kinks, but for fecal transplants.
You're telling me I'm shitting out here and not making any money?
And you're blowing that butthole up.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Dang, girl. Okay. After finding this out, I decided to stop everyone in the class and say that I had an announcement. I decided I was dropping out and going to make my living selling my own shit. You wish, dude.
I do
You wish.
I do gotta find out how to do this.
Some were baffled by this. Others just knew who I was and were largely unsurprised by my announcement. A few minutes later, after going into the fecal transplant rabbit hole, I realized that for successful fecal transplants, they need healthy shit. Oh, Gab, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry. It's green. And I, being mentally ill, 5 different languages. Oh, being mentally ill in 5 different languages, ADHD, BPD, eating disorder, OS.
That's pretty
Girl,
GAD.
just start over.
Wait, what's GAD?
I don't
GAD.
know.
GAD and
Gastrointestinal.
MDD.
I don't know.
Not to mention the autism and scoliosis.
Screaming.
Unrelated, but it makes me hotter, not gonna lie.
Screaming.
You apparently, oh no, true that. You apparently need to have healthy feces, aka not have IBS and be shitting constantly in order to qualify to sell your shit. At which point, I again stopped the class to announce that I will not be dropping out and willing to pay someone to steal their code.
You did not.
Anyways, just at work, and y'all honks always be getting me through it. Okay, so low-key, you were the weird one in the class.
So low-key, you were a lot of things in that moment.
Yeah, you were honest.
Also, did you write that in a manic episode?
It's kind of giving it. It's really fun.
I was giving manic. Okay, Lee's doing his research.
Lee is he is honestly going full CIA on our ass.
Well, it says so. This is a medical journal that says postpartum GAD is a risk factor for postpartum MMD, but it doesn't say what.
Literally don't know any of these
Okay,
words
well,
mean, but I'm glad.
honestly, all I know is that it was giving hot, it was giving chaotic, and it's something that I really respond well to.
Okay, so GAD means you are worrying constantly and can't control the worrying.
That sounds like everybody in our generation.
Yeah.
Sounds like every millennial I've
Okay,
ever
not us
met.
getting diagnosed with GAD.
Yeah, I think we just did get diagnosed.
Okay, T.
This podcast,
So you guys can't cancel us because then you would be ableist.
you would be ableist.
Yeah.
You all know that I graduated high school with a 1.45 GPA, so you would also be ableist if you made fun of me because I am legally, you know.
Study MMD.
It's never not gonna get me.
You know what the word I'm going to say is. Okay.
I
Seriously
just got
sound.
that. Yeah, it's some depressive disorder, I think.
Okay, all I know is that she's fucking hot, and then she was gonna sell her shit, but then it was green and running out.
She
of
doesn't
her
have a healthy
asshole.
enough shit.
So then she can't do it.
I think I have a yeast infection. Who knows? Okay. Ready for
Okay.
the next one.
Or maybe it's just the hemi.
Hola, beautiful ladies and succulent Lidl.
Okay, the
Okay.
nicknames are bussin'.
I
It's a
know.
Christmas miracle.
Okay.
Okay.
Succulent
Fa la
Lidl.
la la la.
And his little yummy yummy.
Yeah, yummy, yummy.
I was always the weird kid in my friend groups. I never took the weirdness out in class in front of everyone because I was shy, but around friends, I was an animal. Okay, honestly, I think I was the weirdest one in my group of friends too, but the same way, not in class.
Mm-hmm.
Too shy. In elementary school, I would eat grass and put rocks in my mouth.
That's kind of
Huh.
old.
Huh. After a wacky week of doing that at recess, I took a little poop at home. Lo and behold, a bunch of squirmy wormies in my shit. Let me tell you, I stopped eating grass after that.
Oh.
Fast forward, not squirmy wormies.
And not, I guess I stopped
Also,
after that.
I love this. After a wacky week of doing that at recess.
Yeah, like it's a bender.
Yeah.
But low-key, it kind of is.
Yeah, she's all full of rocks, and she's like, I think I need to relax. I'm gonna take this next few days off.
She's full of rocks.
I'm dead.
Fast forward to high school, I'm 16 and a little cuckoo. I had 2 friends who particularly egged me on into mania. Hilarious. I feel like this is you.
You wish.
I would make insane faces and scream and convulse and stuff. Yeah, funny.
Okay. that's
Everyone in my group called me Demon Queen.
Hmm.
One week, we had a challenge where we would harass this junior dude we thought was hot. His name was Tommy. One of the challenges was to touch him without him noticing. Kids are horrific. It was my turn to touch Tommy. So I crept up behind him in a
Aw.
common area and tapped him. He started turning around. So I flattened myself to the ground and acted like I was dead. Keep in mind, this is in front of like 200 kids. You have no fear, bitch. Right after lunchtime, everyone would hang out here before the next class. The guy looked down, rolled his eyes, and walked away. he knew about our group because some of my other friends staked out his house or something like that. Huh. So you guys are harassing Tommy. At the end of the challenge, whoever didn't touch Tommy had to give this guy
A
a
blumpkin.
paper with pictures of him printed out
Stop.
with hearts and stuff and say it was a gift. I think he threw it in the trash right after the girl who lost gave it to him. That's so humiliating. So, okay, the last
It's like
person.
mean
get
and
it.
also insane.
But he was cute. So it's like,
Okay.
they're not like making fun of a kid who's like, you know.
Isn't that so bad? So like if he had like a hump, it would be like bullying, but because he's cute, it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is that fucked up for me to say? Okay.
I don't get what the punishment is.
The punishment is just that's like humiliating. Hold on. At the end of the challenge, whoever didn't touch Tommy had to give this guy a paper with pictures of him printed out with hearts and stuff and say it was a gift.
Oh, so like you're obsessed with Tommy.
Yeah.
So you have to be the one to be like, here you go, Tommy.
I love this game.
And it's a picture of him with hearts all around it.
love
That's
this
pretty
game.
embarrassing.
It's hilarious.
It's yeah.
I like Touch Tommy. Big
Yeah,
fan.
Touch Tommy's pretty funny.
Yeah.
This kind of turned into a weird friend group story. Sorry, no, it's pretty good. I mean,
No,
this
this
is great.
fun.
Anyway, I feel bad for what we did now because this guy was just kind of a regular old high school dude who happened to be slightly better looking than average. Poor guy. He's fine. I know there's more, but I think being Demon Queen was embarrassingly traumatic enough for me to block out a lot of it. Yeah,
Oh
that
my
makes sense. You were bold for being the girl that did all that crazy shit in front of people.
That's so fucking wild.
Weird.
So fucking funny.
Worms and Demon Queen. Loving you sitting in the fucking out at recess eating rocks and grass.
It's full of rocks.
Just full. It's got a tummy full of rocks.
A wacky week.
Yeah.
wacky
And
week.
after a wacky week,
Rock eating.
You know, sometimes you just gotta blow off steam and
eat some rocks.
No.
Oh my god, there was this girl I remember. It's like
Oh, no.
I know when you're young, kids that are a little bit different. I mean, we're so mean to them. There was this girl I grew up with, Jessica Mulqueen, and she was, in retrospect, she was probably severely autistic. But when you're a little kid, you don't understand what this shit is, right? And so she was like the kid who was always like having these like outbursts in class, would have to like run out screaming, and
Oh.
I know, and she was always eating bell peppers, and
Oh.
I just remember kids always making fun of her.
So exhausting.
I know. The real heroes are the kids that had compassion for those kids and didn't make fun of them. I was not that one, but I also didn't openly make fun of them either. I just kind of like sat back and didn't do anything. But there's like the hero kids who stood up for the kids that got made fun of. I was neither. I was not really an outwards bully, and I wasn't a noble.
I didn't start standing up for kids. It's like I had that character arc, but like I would do the same. It's like I was so shy. I was just like can't let the personality out and can't like stick up for you. It's like I'm fighting for my life as it is.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry.
You're fighting for your own fuck life. Actually, no, I do remember being like seen as the weird kid in a few instances. I remember kids making fun of me because I had a low voice.
Huh.
And I remember like boys, I'd have crushes on boys and they'd make fun of me and be like, ew, you sound like a boy. Because I had like
and then you're walking around like, oh, my bad, guys.
I had a really deep voice as a kid.
Oh.
I remember being made fun of. I was a weird kid. Maybe I was probably weird to some people.
The popular kids made fun of me one year because it was in 6th grade and I was having some family problems. And I went to school. Let's just say the outfit was pretty fucked up. And I had high waters on. They were like like the pants that came like way.
Yeah.
They weren't supposed to be capris.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then I had tall socks like this. And as I was like, I couldn't find my shoe. I guess like my dog had like taken the shoe. I don't know what or myself. I don't know. But like I couldn't find my shoes, and all I could find were these like bizarre little loafers that like I never wore. So I wore like probably like a regular ass hoodie, these bizarre high watered pants that did not fit, insane socks, and then these fucking loafers. And I'm like, I can't go to school like this. And my mom's like, well, get the fuck in the car. Like, you got to go. I'm like, okay. And I get to school, and the whole day I can just hear people kind of laughing at me.
Oh no.
And at the very end of the day, like the most popular girl in school comes up to me and she's like, hey, Harper, are you Irish? And I'm like, no, I don't know why. And she's like, then why are you dressed like a leprechaun? And then the entire class exploded.
I loved it.
And she's like, do a dance. Do a dance. And I was just like, tell us that you're Irish. And I just like sat there.
She roasted you.
She fucking got me. And then the second the bell rang, that's when the tears started coming down.
That was
And then they started making fun of me for that. So the suicide note was written.
And some say she's still
dancing. But here's the thing. There was this guy in my elementary school, and his name was Justin. And he had no eyebrows and extremely blonde hair. And then blue eyes. And he always had a weird smile like this.
It's really
like that.
funny.
And he would put mayo on everything. That's weird. Those packets of mayo on everything.
Yeah, it's weird. I remember one time I had this like new dress. So fucked. I'm in high school and I have this new dress and it comes down pretty low. And my dad drops me off at school and the principal is like, you can't wear that. You know, it's too low. And my dad goes, why? It's not like she's got any tits.
Okay, so he was eyeing you.
Got her, Dad.
Yeah. And then I had to go home and change. And he's like, I don't get it. Yeah, you ain't got nothing. And I was like, okay, you're not like your mom.
No, bazooka.
Yeah. Awooga. Your mom's got some tits. He didn't get those things.
And that's on.
Yep. Sorry, Dad. Got yours.
Always watching.
Got your fucking tits, John.
Oh,
My father is always watching. Who just read the story? Was that me?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Harper's turn.
This is a fun one. Okay. Dear Honk, Bonk, and Lovely Lee. It's 9 days. I like that every single one has been a different one. Okay, not y'all getting on your A24 writing game. Y'all trying to get picked up. Okay. Dear Honk, Bonk, and Lovely Lee. It's 9 days to Christmas as I'm writing this email. I have a human anatomy exam at 7 p.m., but instead of doing last-minute cramming, I'm reliving the traumatic time that is elementary school.
Yay!
And we thank you for it.
And that's better for
Get
you.
after it. Okay. Feels like for some parents, elementary school is regarded as more of a break from their devil spawn rather than a place for them to work on their social skills and get some form of what is loosely referred to as an education. Want to tell two different stories? Well, this is your time to shine, so go off. The first is about a boy named Shiloh. I don't care if you say his real name. He had a lot of issues, but that doesn't excuse it is. That's a really good name.
It's Angelina Jolie's daughter's name.
Yeah. Shiloh is a beautiful name. Okay. Well, maybe we shouldn't gas up Shiloh because actually
it was my favorite book when I was a kid. Shiloh was the book about the beagle.
Yeah, Shiloh.
Oh my God. Okay. Just letting you know that it gets really dark, and I really love that we just gassed up Shiloh. But anyways, so Shiloh, great name, unfortunately. I don't care if you say his real name. He had a lot of issues, but that doesn't excuse the things he did. Low key, it kind of does. Okay. We had teachers' assistants in my class that were assigned to problem kids. This mainly included kids who had some form of learning disability, but were treated like they were stupid. I love American education.
Fucked up.
Pretty concerning considering the year of all of this was 2009. Anyways, a teacher's assistant assigned to Shiloh was subjected to so much shit. Shiloh called this woman who had a bigger body type a fat whale to her face.
God.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. Once groped her on her breast.
No! Wait. How old is this? This is elementary school?
This is elementary school. Okay, Shiloh is raised in a that's where he's learning it.
I know, poor Shiloh's getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah,
at home.
Shiloh is getting just sucked and fucked by his dad, and then
he is though.
Gang banging his mom with his dad, and it's really fucked up. Okay. I know. Classic. Okay, who
probably
hasn't been
addicted
there?
to heroin now.
I know, literally. Okay, once groped her on her breast and would regularly throw, I just said that word wrong, but it doesn't matter. Throw chairs, okay, flip tables, and storm out of the classroom if he didn't get to play on his personal computer. A man that knows what he wants.
Or maybe this kid was just a really spoiled kid.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he wasn't abused. Maybe he just had a really, I don't know, whatever.
Well, it's giving like a special ed plan. You know, it's like,
interesting.
Yeah, like early, like undiagnosed ADD that has, or diagnosed ADD.
Yeah.
But maybe under medicated or unmedicated who has like this special teacher. Like that's why you get those.
Wait, it gets really good.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, this is actually giving solely. So he was one of those kids who frequently had lice when he was a, and he was a ginger.
It is Lee.
Enough said, Lee. Last I heard, you had
what?
No, nothing.
I'm not ginger. People say I'm ginger.
But you do have lice.
I mean, most of the time.
And it's pubic lice. Scabies, little crabs. Okay, last I heard, he had a kid and is living in a tent, Lee.
Oh, no. No, this is so fucked.
Oh, why, Gabby? Because he's camping?
Do you have the kid in the tent?
Yeah.
Just raising him?
Maybe it's like one of those people on TikTok that's like, my life across the country.
Yeah.
It's giving aesthetic. Okay. Well, probably with the license, but actually probably not. It's actually giving mange. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. Last I heard, he had a kid and is living in a tent. Sorry for the kid. Call CPS. I want to feel bad, but I don't. Maybe that makes me heartless, but I'm having a hard time giving a shit. And that's on Merry Christmas, sweet girl. Or sweet whoever. Okay, the next story is about a girl everyone deemed a slut as soon as she came into our middle school.
Like she had tits or something. She had like tits and straight hair, so that made her a slut. That's always what that was.
And she wore lip gloss. That's how it was in my school. How the filter system worked was most of the kids came from my elementary school and then went into the main high school that also had a small intermediate section. The rest of the kids were able to either go to our high school or another neighboring one. Back to the story. This girl was from another elementary school. Unfortunately, because she was one of the only girls with tits and an ass.
Yep.
People thought she was sucking dick and getting railed on the regular. Even if she was, who cares?
Yeah.
The rest of us were barely into training bras, and the boys were trying to hide their boners when they got up to go do presentations. Eventually, there was a boy who was brave enough to approach her, and they dated, quote unquote. Talked on Facebook every night for a while. It was then when he told everyone she had cherry-flavored condoms. She couldn't get away from that. And even now, being over a decade out of middle school, kids still referred to her as a massive slut. Kids are so cruel.
So mean.
Ew.
Also, I love those like those stupid fucking rumors of like, yeah, the cherry flavored condom girl. But I can imagine myself in middle school, I'd hear that and I'd be like, whoa, that's crazy.
So there was something like this that happened at my school. Like everyone was like talking shit and saying like, oh, the flavored condoms. And then my immature friend and I, our freshman year of high school, were like, well, maybe they're like good. And then we went and got flavored condoms and we put them on our hands like sock puppets and we were licking them outside the Rite Aid. And we got asked to move. And then we like went in front of the Barnes and Noble and we're like doing these weird puppets. And I'm licking them and I keep spitting because I keep licking. I'm like, it doesn't taste good. It actually doesn't taste good. And then my 5th grade teacher walked out. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I hope that wasn't too long and you enjoyed my stories. You 3 make my Wednesdays and Sundays. Okay, it's giving rich that you subscribe to Patreon. Love you all dearly.
Love you. Thank you.
Even Lee, thanks for reading. A loyal honk.
Love you, loyal honk. I love that.
Thank you so much. And I really enjoyed your stories.
Okay. That was a great story. I just gotta reiterate, you guys are the best. I love our listeners.
I know. It's really cute. And it's really sweet that you guys take the time to email us. That's so fucking cute.
Because here's the thing. Outside of all this, like, I know we've all got fucking lives. There's shit going on in all of our lives. Things are hard. We're all going through shit. But the fact that you guys take the time to like sit down, write these stories, and listen to the podcast with everything else that's going on in your life is really cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Every week. You just hitting it out of the park every week.
Because how awkward would it be if we like released a prompt and then no one wrote in?
Is terrible?
We get enough fucking. I love it. I wish we had more time to do all the stories because I know we have a lot of them. But
we're due for a catch up.
We are. Yeah, but there's a lot going on in all of our lives.
I can read the story.
Okay, sorry. On my sentimental shit, I'm
I know you're on your period. Let's go.
I know I'm not on my period yet.
Okay, wait, you're about to be okay.
My tits hurt.
Okay. And so does Jessel.
Yeah, it does. Whew. Okay. I was a weird and very lonely kid. Period. I remember
what if that was it. Wait, what if that was just it?
Took a turn.
I know.
I remember adults would always say how cool I was going to be as an adult because of how weird I was as a kid.
Aww.
As a result, I always wanted to grow up so badly so that I could finally be cool like they'd promised. Well, they were wrong. I'm 24 now and can't stay out of the psych ward.
No, that's hot.
Okay, but you're perfect.
No, that's fucking hot.
I've never had a healthy relationship, friendship, or romantic. Well, you have us.
Yeah.
You can write us any fucking
and we
time.
love you.
And I don't know if that says anything about us, but we fucking do love you.
And it probably does. But you know what? We honestly are due for a psych ward visit.
Honestly. And if we all went to the psych ward, we'd still record this podcast in there.
We should do a psych fucking episode.
Honestly, we should.
At the psych ward. I'll book it.
Because the type because the
On
type
your way in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the type of mental illness I've developed has provided an opportunity for psychopaths to prey on me. Plus, my weird personality just makes relationships difficult. It's always been hard to find people who accept me. Jesus, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
During one of my longest friendships from 7th grade to sophomore year of college, my psychopath best friend tried to control me to make me less weird. Along with that, she severely bullied me for all 7 years. She completely altered my life path. It's really sad that happened, and I have yet to forgive her, and that's okay. And
It's a process.
You can work through whatever the fuck you need to work through.
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, I'm trying to make friends, but I have no healthy friendships to compare anything to. So how the hell am I supposed to know what's healthy or what red flags to look out for? It's frustrating, but I am remaining hopeful, and I'm not going to stop trying. And you shouldn't. Therapy is great, and so is medication. What are you on?
Tea.
I know. I'm trying my best to be a good friend in my new budding friendships, and I'm also trying my best to stay out of ye old psychiatric hospital. If you read this on the podcast, thank you. If you don't, still thank you. It feels good to get all the words out there.
Oh.
Hey, that made me want to cry.
Oh, wow, you cracked honk.
You did, but I haven't cried. But it made me want to cry.
Yeah, and that's really close for her. That's really good.
It is close for me. That's really sweet. It feels good to get all these words out there. And honestly, I'm glad that you did. And
that's what this podcast is all about. It's all about purging your motherfucking demons.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you're talking about like not really like understanding exactly like what to look for. And I think like that's true for like, if you've only been in like toxic relationships in any degree, but I would just say like pay attention to how you feel. And if you're for the most part feeling good and you're feeling like your feelings are being heard and you like, the vibes are good, then I would say that the friendship is going well. And I feel like if you're like being healthy, like with your actions and like how they're treating you and how you're treating them.
Yeah. I mean, good that you're in therapy. It's hard to
take things slowly.
And like you said, it's if you've never had really healthy relationships, it's probably hard to gauge what feels healthy and what doesn't. I mean, being a human is very confusing.
It's very hard. And it's like, and then, we have our issues with going with what's familiar.
Yeah. Life is very nuanced and complex, and people are complex. I'm sorry that you feel alone. It's a big world. It's a big life. And I hope that you continue to trudge the path of happy destiny, my friend.
But I am going to give you some tough love.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that you went all soft on our ass and then I have to come in with my fucking tits swinging up on your fucking face.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Stop the whining about not being cool because the psych ward is objectively in right now.
And you're right. And going to the psych ward.
Yeah, that's fucking hot.
I'm not gonna lie.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie, and maybe it's privileged of me to say this, but like that is fucking. I'm like I wouldn't mind going to one.
I'm gonna say something right now.
That's some wild life experience.
Well, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I could see you going to one.
Well, I hope that you will go to one for real. But here's the thing.
I don't think I will.
No, I know that. And I know that because you keep farting and you won't. But you're very sick and you're very broken. But what I do, not you, you're good. But you, scary. But I just want to say, some of the best fucking head I've ever had in my fucking life was from a guy who went to the psych ward.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. People seem to be going to the psych ward though, like willy-nilly. Like,
I mean, we're all about to record in there.
Yeah. I mean, they're on their way to get us.
Literally. Like the van is outside at this point.
So,
and that's on Animal Passions. Look it up, you guys, on YouTube. 59 minutes.
I think my neighbor's called.
Zoophiles.
Okay. So it's,
But if someone in this room was going to be a zoophile, it'd be you.
It would absolutely be Lee.
It would be you because you masturbated with your cat on you.
That is
and that's so
unfortunately true.
That's some Patreon material.
And that is true. And I did do that.
And I asked Janine if she's ever masturbated with her dog on her chest. And she goes, ew, no, why would you ask me that? And I said, no reason.
I didn't want to move my girl. She was so comfy.
Yeah.
My girl was sleeping.
Well, you woke her up with those good vibrations.
No, I didn't wake her. She slept through the whole thing.
Hi, my sweet honks.
I'm a quiet masturbator.
Okay. Hi, my sweet honks and sicko Lee. This is my first time writing in.
Hardly move.
Okay. Well, you know what? I hardly believe that. And also...
I'm just, you don't like... move at all.
Okay, Lee.
No, Lee,
you don't need to. You don't need to.
For those of you listening, Lee was just convulsing.
Yeah, he was convulsing. But it's not about the movement. It's the principle of having your daughter laying on your chest as you're just fucking vibing out.
Just face.
Ew, I know. And then her face is right in your face as you're like huffing and puffing. No, I'm over it.
Guys wish.
Hi. No, we don't. We wish you would stop, and we wish you would go to a padded room,
like our 24-year-old friend. I don't think Gabby knows how to come. Actually,
you don't think? Why not?
I don't.
Is it like my vibe?
I don't think that you're in
I feel like
touch with
she
your
comes
feelings
like when
enough.
she comes, it's just a fart.
I need to get.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
looking at
like a
this,
green mass of air.
This needs to be tattooed. That's a lot of blank arm. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, we're wrapping it up.
Okay, you guys shut the fuck up. Okay, hi, my sweet honks and Sicko Lee. This is my first time writing in because I've always been nervous, but I'm a couple drinks in and I saw you post.
Why are you nervous?
This is fun, but I'm a couple drinks in when I saw you post the new prompt, so I'm ready now. I wanted to talk about this weird kid I went to school with. For a straight year in the 6th grade, this kid in my classes would wear a suit.
No, it's so weird.
Every day, a full tuxedo.
No, weird.
At age 13 to school.
Weird.
Everyone called him Suit Kid, and nobody learned his actual name
Not
for
Suit Kid.
Nobody learned his name.
Suit Kid.
for a good few years, way after he retired the suit.
No.
He stopped wearing it after 6th grade and after 6th grade ended and got really embarrassed if anyone ever brought it up later in life. So the story is bullying works.
His poor sweet parents were like, no, wear what makes you happy. And he's like, I like this suit. And then he's getting just fucking tortured at school.
Looking back, I kind of feel bad that everyone made fun of him so hard.
know.
It's kind of a cute kid thing, but middle school is brutal, obviously. Okay, that's all. I love you, Angel Girlies. P.S. Do a live show in NorCal and keep being slay.
Okay.
Okay, literally, yeah.
Suit Kid. I remember I got
I'm
obsessed with
fucked
wearing uniforms to high school and everybody made fun of me. I thought I was so cute. I'd wear like Catholic girl uniforms. Yeah.
No, that's weird.
Yeah, I did.
I did like the ska like mod thing of like black and white with the tie.
So dorky.
Yeah, so dorky.
It's so dorky. Do you remember the phase of it was punk,
Mhm.
but like I remember calling myself like a punker. I was like, I'm a fucking punker. So corny. And it was all like Hot Topic clothes. You wear the Avril Lavigne tie.
Yeah, I never did that.
Oh my god,
Oh, I
Avril
did
Lavigne was
that.
my first concert. We love to
Punker
see
was
it.
not-
Or was it Green Day?
Punker
No,
was
Green Day was my first concert. Green Day was my first
Epic
concert.
and also Epic. I've never seen either of them and I would love to.
It was really
I saw
good.
them both. I went to their Blink and Green Day tour.
That's wild. That's
Hey.
so fun.
When there was heyday. I was a teenager. It was good.
I'll tell you something that gives me the ick is when grown ass adults, and I'm sure this is going to offend a lot of you, is when grown ass adults like, I can't wait to go to the Blink 182 concert. I'm
Okay.
like, how
Oh,
dorky.
you just triggered him. But are you just jealous that you
I
didn't
don't
go?
want no grown ass adults who are this is a controversial opinion,
Yeah.
but grown ass adults who are still into pop punk and the emo thing and like into the new music that's coming out in that genre and won't let go of what you liked in fucking middle school.
Evolve.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Oh, can
It's
I
not-
say?
The sound wasn't like it's not an adult sound.
No, it's so true.
It's not an adult sound.
But
It's
okay,
not-
because I love pop music. What does that say about me? It's so immature.
No, not. He's saying pop punk. But
Yeah,
I know,
pop
but-
punk, but like pop music is fine because it's like it's written by teams of really talented people and it goes
My
through like
cousin.
layers of it's thought out, it's produced well,
True.
like but that,
it's also it's actually very scientific too because it's like purposely meant to be like an earbug. It's like meant to like get into your
they
brain.
know how to
It can be
catchy.
kind of like junk food in a sense, but who gives a fuck? You can. It's called a treat. And you can indulge sometimes with pop punk. I think if like that's something you really liked, like when you were a kid or whatever, and like it has like a safe space in your heart for it now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, listen to it when you want.
Like-
but when it's the only
when it's the only thing they listen to.
and that's on my ex Tim. That was the only thing he fucking listened to.
That's really embarrassing.
and-
Of course. Of
Of
course.
course,
That's really
It's
embarrassing,
giving
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then also it's I'm gonna it's like an umbrella point off of what you're saying. I get really annoyed when men don't listen to any female artists. I think that is a sign that they don't actually listen to women.
Okay.
And that's real and that's true.
Okay.
What if they
Yeah. I agree
Like
with you.
Who
no
are-
female
Well, it's like Britney Spears and Jessica Simpson. Like those are the only ones.
I agree with you. I was once told
it was almost there. But
so I cannot stand Stevie Nicks. I can't
Really?
stand Stevie Nicks. And
Why?
I once was
Because you put a
told
bunch of cigarettes in her pussy?
I once was told
because
that
she's too hot for you.
I hate women. That means that I hate women because
Um,
I don't like Stevie Nicks. I
Here's-
think she's just full
She
of
might have
herself
been
and I
on
don't
to
like her
whoever told
voice.
you that actually sounds hot and cool.
Do you like Ariana
we
Grande?
should have her on the podcast, but and she actually should be the new producer. But and like you should be fired and blah, blah, like pu and get her on.
For not
but,
liking Stevie
What
Nicks.
do you think about Beyonce?
Yeah, no, I like
you're a big
female
Beyonce
artists.
head. Huh?
okay, You're part of the Beehive?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, not sure.
We come over and he's listening to Who Runs the World.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who
so
runs the world?
And Lee's like
Girls.
crying and he's
Yeah.
like looking in the mirror and he's like, me.
I do. And I mean,
1+1.
I'll talk shit
equals
about
2.
I'll talk shit about pop punk adults and like sure, come for me. I listen to Grateful Dead and I live
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
in that, you know.
No,
but it's
you,
like
you don't know. You don't know what it's like to fucking be a deadhead. Because now that I'm on the train,
Yeah,
you guys just don't even get it.
You're
and that's I'm doing acid and Molly with my dad.
But yeah, that I don't know, that it's like, okay, let it be nostalgia, but like
Right.
it's still your whole
Don't make it.
personality.
Well, you know,
your whole
you want to know what?
personality.
Yeah.
Don't make.
Yeah.
Learn
It's
how
like a
to
Disney
be.
adult in a way.
It is.
And it is. And piggybacking off of what both y'all are saying.
Yeah.
Why did I just get so southern? What both of y'all are saying. Like, be a dynamic fucking person. Be
Mhm.
multidimensional. Don't just be like, this is what I like and this is all that I like. And it's like, okay.
And again, this is just our opinions. Believe whatever you want. Who the fuck are
But if
we?
you want
What
to
do
be
we give a
smart and
fuck?
if you want, no, well, we do give a fuck. But
No,
it's like, if
okay.
you want to be perfect, then you're going to believe what we want. And
Here's
that's
something
uncool.
here's something that like really irked me when it was happening was when My Chemical Romance did their like little comeback tour or whatever, and
Yeah.
people on social media were just like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to go see My Chemical Romance." I was like,
well, it's like
what?
the When We Were Young festival. Like, why
Yes.
was that so big? Why was that so big?
"Oh my
for,
god,
like,
I can't!" And it like sold out in 1 second.
for
You're like,
like
can everybody
for,
grow
like,
up?
middle-aged people.
And then
for,
low
like,
key, it was like the
35
Fire Festival
Yeah.
because then like the first day, like everything got canceled.
Did it?
Yes,
High
yes, it was all
winds, yeah.
fucked. I'm like,
Winds canceled the first day, but it was one of 3 days. You know?
Okay.
Whatever.
Anyway, okay, we've got one more.
Oh.
Hi, honky tonks. I hated that. New listener, so I'm only on episode 30, but I saw the prompt and had to share. For a hot, sexy visual, I'm a half Vietnamese female from the Midwest. I don't cow tip or fuck my cousin or whatever the fuck the Midwestern stereotype is, but I also haven't tried yet either. Okay.
well,
You're-
don't knock it, girl.
Okay, well, you're giving fucking funny. And honestly, yeah, you might enjoy 1 or 2 or, you know?
Or maybe a little hybrid.
Tip them over.
Yeah. Anywho, in high school, I was nominated class clown my senior year. It came as a shock to me until I reflected on the wild shit I did. One bit I had that lives on to this day was my butt scoot. At random moments in class or the hallways, and especially during pep rallies, I would sit my hot ass down and grab my ankles. I would balance myself on said ass and somehow hop with my ankles flailing around. It made it hard to date boys. It made it hard to date boys I went to school with, often resulting in many instances of the guy saying, "No, stop, get up, not here."
You're hopping around on your ass.
The butt scoot still lives on to this day at parties, even bars or clubs sometimes.
So you got a dumpy.
She can't let go of it. She's like, "This is my claim to fame."
No, because it's giving peaked. Yeah.
I also shit on a girl's porch once and
my
bragged about
God.
it. This really, girl, you said.
Okay, it's giving you.
It is giving me. I like how fucking, honestly, I
Because
like how
Gabby's in a
this,
shit play. So yeah.
I like how this went kind of from like 3 to 10.
Yeah.
I also shit on a girl's porch once and bragged about it the next morning, like the sick little fuck that I am.
Oh my God.
Had no issues with the girl, just really had to unload a fat one. Who are you? You're my best
Ew.
friend. Just really had to unload a fat one when my friends and I were out TPing. Now thinking back, this is the most Midwest shit I've ever heard. Not you just being out TPing and saying, "Hey, that looks like a good porch. Let me just take a fat fucking dump." I did a lot of other wild shit, but I like to believe those are what I was known for in high school. ... Troublesome. Anyway, attach a couple videos of the butt scoot if you feel inclined to watch and or
yeah.
please try it.
Stop.
Being voted, yeah, bitches, I won because nobody else was as vile as I was, and I love that. Class clown is honestly still a proud moment for me. Honestly, yeah. I used it for the 2 truths and a lie prompt on dating apps, and nobody guesses that I was voted class clown because my decently put together face couldn't possibly belong to the true slug that I am. And I love that because you're a true bait and switch.
Mm-hmm.
You get them in with looking hot, and then you fucking shit on
And then you
porches
give
and butt
give
scoot.
the weird shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it. Anyway, this is getting long now. Love the podcast. Lee, don't let them bully you. Honks, keep bullying him.
Oh,
Wait,
that's cute.
Let's watch. Couldn't preview the file. There was a problem playing this video. Okay, literally, why are you being
ableist.
You want to forward it to me? and we
So
can watch it up
lame.
here.
It's being
Hold on.
homophobic.
It's letting me download. Can I play this on here?
Yeah, I would say so. Unless you can see her face.
You can't see her face. She's very pretty.
You can see her face.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll watch it.
Stop.
Oh.
Oh yeah, never let that die.
I used to get, and then she rolls off. Look at her rolling around. Look at her rolling.
I'm obsessed.
I like the roll move.
I like how she kind of like eased into it.
goes,
Yeah.
I used to be able to go longer. You're
Yeah.
fucking funny,
I
bitch.
can
Yeah.
see her like butt scooting like across the room, you know?
I hope it's okay that we played that.
Wait, I just remembered that my friend Gracie growing up, it wasn't in school because she was younger than me, but there was a bunch of like construction.
All right, let's wrap this. up.
I think it is okay
You just ruined
to
Christmas.
hit
I'm so
women, and I actually do think it's okay.
I'm so sorry. Something
And I just
came
wanted to
over
let you
me.
know that I've done a lot of healing and work on myself,
Yeah.
but I am not responsible.
You're ruining Christmas.
Fucking bitch, stop fucking fighting! I swear to God, you ruined Christmas.
Gabby
You
ruined Christmas.
Fucking Christmas. We
Gabby-
get the fucking candle. Where's the Febreze?
It's lit.
Where's the Febreze?
Gabby, all right, Gabby, read us out.
Join us on Patreon, huh? Where you get an extra hour a week.
It's just not cute.
Please subscribe where you listen. Follow us on Instagram. And if you like this show, tell a friend.
No, literally don't tell anyone. I hate this podcast. Fuck tea time. Unsubscribe. Don't fucking loft it. Don't loft. You gotta fucking don't subscribe to this podcast. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and I've been Goodbye. Oh!